Hey, 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 guys. How you doing? It's flipping bit frosty here tonight, actually, in Devon, UK. And obviously, it's quite exciting. We've got David Bastin, the Fear Fighter, joining us tonight. I'll just wait a few minutes for people to join in. I have my, don't you worry, whiteboard ready again tonight. And what I want to know is obviously every time you go live, and the subject tonight is confidence. And it's one of those things, you have that fear about confidence. And it's one of those things that you have to keep doing like this, live. Hello, Sue. Thanks for joining. And this is what we want to talk about, because a lot of people are actually a bit, scared and fear and stuff. But I think it's practice and practice and practice, and then you build your confidence up. So I wanted to bring David on tonight because he, as we know, is the great fear fighter. And there he is saying, hey. He's probably like, hurry up, Susan, you're waffling again. But anyway, let's give him a big introduction. He is the international award-winning author, keynote speaker, business trainer and entrepreneur. And he's all the way in Canada, guys. So I've had a few comments saying, who is this dude, Susan? So I said, right, you've got to get on live tonight so you can, meet the dude. So anyway, let's see if it will work, okay? So again, we're learning together. Swipe left. No. Swipe right. There he is. It's work. Inviting. It's doing something. Oh. Connecting. Ah! Right. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Very good. Hey, this is
Awesome.
a better signal now. Better signal.
Awesome.
So how's the weather over there?
It's beautiful today. Sunny, mild, it's nice.
You told me you were having snow over there.
No, it's supposed to snow Thursday and Friday.
Okay, so that's tomorrow.
Yes.
What day is it over there now?
Wednesday.
Is it? What time is it?
2 p.m.
You're a bit like, Susan, can you stop talking shit? Right. Oh, you know me. Or people, right, are going to be replaying this. Hey, we're doing good. We've got 5 people live right now. Woohoo!
Woo!
So, everyone who's watching it live, press number 1. Everyone who's replaying it later, press number 2. And then I want to know where you're all tuning in from, because I want to see if there's more Canadians from different countries as well, Dave. See how many people we reach tonight, yeah? Okay, come on then. We're going to talk about confidence, yeah?
No, I got to talk about something different.
Oh, God. Should we do a depressed one? Hi, how you doing?
Okay, that's fine.
I know these.
Yeah, we can talk about confidence, for sure. For sure. I'm David Bastin, the Fear Fighter. Ow! Let's talk a little bit about confidence, but about how we're not going to become successful if we don't get out of our comfort zones.
Yeah.
We can go out and make a ton of money and everything seems to be going okay, but we're never going to really feel fulfilled if we don't continue to grow. And what happens with that continued growth is the more we go through those steps of getting uncomfortable, the bigger that our comfort zone gets, so that we can never truly remove all of the fear from our lives. There's some of those fears that are in there instinctually to keep us alive. However, the more that we work towards growth and becoming better as people, the bigger that comfort zone gets. And so all of a sudden we're not as fearful of maybe picking up the telephone call or having that elevator speech and talking to people about the business that we're doing. Especially when we get into network marketing,
Oh my God.
there's a whole number of fears that people face. We spoke about last time, the fear of being judged. There's also the fear of criticism. the fear of being rejected,
Yeah.
the fear of poverty, the fear of failure, the fear of success. You know, there's all these different fears that come into play. And the one thing that we need to recognize is that in order to battle those fears, we just need to do one simple task a day towards the achievement of our goals. Pick up the phone, maybe make one phone call. Go and talk to one person. Because if I were to come to you, Susan, and say, you know what? Get all jacked up and say, wow, we can increase your business by 365% right now. You'd be like, ah!
No,
right?
that's normally me, isn't it?
However, if I said, if we increased your business by 1% every day, if you did one thing to get towards the achievement of your business goals every day, by the end of the year, we would have 365% growth. That's huge.
That's massive.
Huge. You know, and Jim Rohn used to say that successful people make a habit of doing the things that unsuccessful people don't like to do. They step out of their comfort zone. And it's not that successful people enjoy those tasks any more than unsuccessful people. They just do them. And that's really what separates the people who are successful from the people that are unsuccessful, Susan.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree. And it is you have to do whatever it takes, basically. You gotta go for it.
Exactly. Yeah. And, you know, to get back into some of those fears that people are facing in network marketing, you know, you and I talked yesterday about the fear of poverty. You know, we were brought up in that generation where there was a lot of eat up all your vegetables because there's people starving in Africa and money doesn't grow on trees, you know. Yeah. And we've inherited and adopted those thought patterns in our subconscious minds. And so many people it's like a ceiling that we've put on our success. We can get to a certain stage of success, but we don't feel that we deserve to get beyond that. We don't feel that we deserve to shoot for the moon, you know, because of all these pressures that were put on us subliminally as kids.
It's like,
right?
not limit themselves, don't they? They limit themselves because they think that's unrealistic. Oh yeah, like I said previously, your head's in the clouds. You're shooting too far.
Yes.
Oh, you're freaking nuts. You know what I mean? Well,
yes.
Really?
And anybody that is pushing forward. Yeah. Anybody that's pushing forward and moving ahead gets those comments from either friends or family. You know, I remember a time back in my dog cookie business, and I was driving to work one morning. I had a 1972 Jeep Commando, arguably the ugliest vehicle ever built, right? But it was awesome. It was the dog truck, and it was great. So I'm driving to work one morning, and all of a sudden I go around this corner, and clunk, my seat falls down. And I look down, and I can see the road. And then water starts splashing up because it was raining out. And so my butt starts to get wet because there's now a big hole in the floorboards. So
Whoa.
I took the old truck to a friend of mine who was a welder, and he said, you know what, I'd love to help you, except there's nothing to weld to. Everything is completely rusted out. So I needed a new vehicle. So I called a buddy of mine who was working at a local Ford dealership, and I said, have you got anything around? He says, yeah, as a matter of fact, I just got this F-250 pickup truck, came in on a trade. Old couple, they used to use it just for going down south in the wintertime. He goes, it's in beautiful shape. And so I went and had a look at it, and then of course, being an entrepreneur, then went to the bank and financed it, because that's what entrepreneurs do, we finance things. And so about 2 weeks later, I'm at my business, and a couple of friends of mine come in who I hadn't seen for, a couple of months probably. And they said, wow, is that your brand new truck outside? And I said, well, no, it's not brand new. It's actually 10 years old, and the bank owns it. But yeah, it's a new truck. And they're like, yeah, sure. Business must be good, hey, rich boy?
Oh.
So is that why you don't call us anymore? You're too good to hang around with us now? You're making all this money and you know, you're just too good for us? And I said, well, no, actually, I've just been super busy trying to build the business. I've been working 6-7 days a week, 12-14 hours a day to try and to build the business up.
Yep.
And they looked at me and went, yeah, sure, rich boy, and walked out.
Yeah.
And you know what? I never saw them again. I never saw them again because I was not willing to buy into that guilt. I worked damn hard to get my business to a certain level. And damn if somebody was going to try and take that away from me.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's what I'm talking about with that ceiling. We need to remove that ceiling. You know, if you're in business, especially in a network marketing business, if you're in business for yourself, don't have a ceiling. You just keep pushing it every day, hammering it out 1%. And you know what? It doesn't have to be 1% a day, because what happens is you put that 1% in for a couple of days and, oh, wow. And now you start to build a little bit of momentum. And the next thing you know, you're doing 5% or 10%. And you watch how quickly that business is going to continue to build so long as you keep that momentum going.
But the most important thing,
Riley, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, interrupting you. But the main key for me is that you have to have that drive. You're the only one pushing yourself because there's no one else there to push you.
No,
do you know what I mean? That
no.
is, and people don't realize
Yeah.
that, you know, they just assume, oh, it's all so easy for you. You've got this business and blah, blah, blah. It's, you know, get in the real world, isn't it?
It's just like building any other, it's a business. It's like building any other business. You have to show up to work. You can't just sit there on your ass expecting people to be knocking down your door or phoning you saying, oh, I want to buy your product. You have to get out and you have to work at it. You have to hustle. You have to get on and do Facebook Lives, which are terribly uncomfortable for people. But you have to get out and do it, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to let people know what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. And like with Facebook Lives, this is what I was talking to you about the other night, is really, I could go out, you know, I'm in Devon, I know a few people, go out, hey, look at this, look what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. And I said to you, you need maximum exposure. And if he's really serious about it, which in these, you know, we're in 2017 now, everybody is doing live videos. And I know it's, for me, I was absolutely horrified, absolutely terrified about doing it because, like you were talking about, it's that fear of being judged. But I think when you get to my age now, do you know what? It's like, I'm not going to swear. It's like, do you know what? Who cares? We're not going to die. Just get on and live it and do it. Crack on with it. If people are going to say, oh, wow, Susan Kennedy, who does she think? You know, there's going to be, do you know, I can just hear it now. Do you know what? I don't care. Not interested. Interested in meeting the people, like-minded people like yourself. You look at me and we will talk. And you're not going, well, you're freaking nuts, Kennedy, because you have that understanding. Because you've been through stuff, the similar stuff as me. Like you say, you own your own business. You go through ups and you go through downs. And you're not proving that you're any better than anyone because we're not. We're just normal people, like you're saying. You've left